Welcome to this overview of IntelliPaaS. So today we're going to be showing you how we can translate tickets from foreign languages. In this case we're going to be using Azerbaijani and Georgian as languages, and how we're going to be using the IntelliPaaS platform to ultimately create a ticket initially in Helix and then for the translated content to be pushed into Jira Service Management. So before we get started, IntelliPaaS is an integration platform as a service. We've got global deployment flexibility. So for the most part, our services are based on Azure. This particular demo service here, for example, is running on Azure in London. However, we've got global deployment flexibility, meaning that we can install the platform on any server infrastructure. We've got customers on AWS that use it in an on-prem environment. We've got customers using even Ali Cloud and some others that I guess we haven't heard of, especially in Asia. So quite diverse in terms of where we can run, which gives us a lot of deployment flexibility and very much ensures data stays exactly in the country and the jurisdiction where it should be. All right, so let's quickly log in. Now, we're starting off here directly with the flow overview. What I want to show you is here we've prepared a few things. There's lots of different environments where we're ultimately now syncing a Helix incident into Jira. As you can see, it's a nice and easy to follow drag and drop process once these particular adapters have been configured. So this Helix incident here has been configured. We want to take the description as like the summary as well as the actual description of the incident itself. We're going to transform them using one of our AI agents and then ultimately push that data into Jira. There's some static values that are needed as well. For example, the project key that can just be very easily configured here. That is required for Jira, as well as we got to tell Jira that it's a task that we want to create. So on the AI side here, that's probably a little bit more interesting. We can define that there's a certain expression that we want to work against and which data we're going to choose. The rest of this here is information in terms of which models we want to use. In this case, GPT-4o Mini. Now, as we're going into it, everything is already ready to go. We can just save it. Because I don't speak Azerbaijani very well, we're just going to ask ChatGPT, and I've prepared a little prompt here to create an ITSM ticket in Azerbaijani, relatively short, make it about issue access to some finance system. Let's see what it comes up with. In the meantime, we will create a new incident. I don't know what this means. So this is our ticket now. We're just going to save it. Now, what happens in the background here, if you're going into the logs, you can see that all sorts of details are going to be happening here. More interesting here, if you're looking into the queues, you see that ITSM success, I think it's done already, which might be super quick. Let's have a look. Access to financial system not possible. Translate back to English. Let's see what this was actually about. I've got a feeling this was finance system. Great. Perfect. That's the wrong ticket. This one here. So, hello, since this morning I have not been able to access denied. Perfect. Okay, great. Create another random in Georgian language. Make it longer. So what we want to do now is we're actually going to change two things. The beauty of this drag and drop flow is, while this does its thing, we're going to move that aside. We're going to go back to the Helix demo. So here, this was the particular incident we've had. One other thing we want to add to this note here is we actually want to give it another prompt. Translate the following text to English. Also summarize the text with 2 to 3 bullet points. Okay, so translate the following text into English, summarize the text with 2 to 3 bullet points, and at the start assign the ticket with high, medium, low categorization. Give the translated output only and nothing else. All right, so what we want to do now is take this longer, and here's what it's created. So I'm just hoping this is the description, who knows. And we will paste this in a second, but we want to go one level further. We actually want to make sure, and this is something I've been hiding down here, want to make sure that we'll also get a Teams notification in real time. So given this has already been configured, all we want to do is take this and send us a Teams notification with this as well. Now, we just save it, and now the integration is up and running. So we're going to create a new incident. Beauty of a live demo here. All right, that seems to have saved it. So, because this is ultimately the kind of outcome that we want, right? We've got missing notifications, checkpoint performed. Let's see if it's done that in the meantime. So, not receiving the assignment email. That might be the one. For the past few days, I've been receiving this. See here, and here's our summary. Not receiving the email notifications, check performance, and wants to avoid missing tasks. Slightly different layout, which is okay, but it's assigned a priority as well, which is high in this case. So the beauty now also, because the rest of the integration works also bidirectional, is we could now add a comment here and to say, can you please explain further. So whatever then the comment is, as we're adding this to it, it now, in a different flow that we've set up, it syncs it back bidirectional, so that when we update this here in a moment, here, very, very much real time, can you please explain this further? So we could now even add an attachment to it. We can do anything else that we wanted to in order to make sure that this particular ticket gets resolved. So I hope this helps. This just summarizes what we can do with both Azerbaijani as well as Georgian language support. Again, it can be translated back again as well. I haven't set that up here now, but basically the opposite of this particular flow can then again happen. Oh, and the Teams notification I quickly want to show you as well. So if we go here, we see here, these are then, live notifications. This is the one that came in. For the past few days, I've not been receiving the email notification. So that is basically, not just basically, that is exactly this translated ticket right here, with the priority high that's then being pasted into Teams as well. All right, I hope this helps. Thank you so much, and let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks.